What's up, tabletop fans? Welcome back to Tabletop Casuals. My name's Steven. It's been a while, but we're coming at you today with another Warhammer game. I'm here today with my friend Justin.
Hello.
I'm going to be teaching him how to play Warhammer. He picked up the Leviathan box and has some Tyranids and a few other Tyranids that he picked up. And yeah, this will be basically his first game of Warhammer. So let's get into it. So going over my list today, I've got, I believe, exactly 1,000 points. We've got a Forge Fiend, a Venom Crawler, 2 5-man melee squads of Legionaries, one led by the Master of Possession and another by the Dark Apostle. Got our Obliterators, and then also 2 Legionary squads, both with plasma guns. And like I said, this guy has the Intoxicating Elixir buff. So yeah, that's my list. Okay, so going over Justin's list, I want to say this is 995 points. We've got, in our back, the big beasties, we got a Trigon, Screamer Killer, Psychophage, and then his Warlord is going to be the Neurotyrant. We've got the Neurogaunts, Barbgaunts, Termagaunts, Hormagaunts, and Von Ryan's Leapers, and then also one little Ripper Swarm. And going over our deployment, we pulled Crucible of Battle. So it looks like someone's going to be starting over in this corner, and then someone else is going to be starting in this corner. But yeah, these are our objectives. And as you've noticed, I went out of my way and I got these cool, nice, fancy objectives that have a little ring around them, and you can kind of see where the 3 inches out is. So yeah, that's this is what our board looks like. So I just pulled our primary mission and our mission rule. So our primary mission is Vital Ground, which means we get 2 victory points for holding our own objective markers. But the objective marker in the center objective marker in No Man's Land disappears. And then our mission rule is supply lines. So basically, our home objective, if we control it, we can roll the dice, and on a 4-up, we get 1 command point. So we're rolling to see who's going to be attacker and defender now. All right, so it looks like I'm going to be the attacker, and you're going to be the defender. And so looking at our deployment, what that means is Justin is going to be getting this side for deployment. So it looks like he's got from this corner to the center of the board. And I get this side for deployment over to this side of the board, to the this half of the board. So yeah, now let's roll pull our secondary missions. Okay, so going over our secondary missions, I pulled Bring It Down and also Cleanse. So I'm going to be definitely going after Justin's big monsters. And then Justin pulled Assassination and Storm Hostile Objectives. So he's going to be definitely trying to target my HQs, and, pretty good for him because he's got a big horde army, so he can just kind of pile onto those objectives as fast as he can. As mentioned before, because our primary mission rule is Vital Ground, that first objective marker in the middle gets taken away. So now we're only down to 4 objective markers. Let's roll to see who deploys first. All right, Justin, you get to deploy first. Okay, so going over our deployment, this is my deployment. I put all my legionaries over here. They're probably going to go try to take objective 4. I have 1 5-man squad sitting on this objective, and all of my heavy guns and stuff are kind of sitting right here. And this is the reason why. We've got the Trigon, the Von Ryan's Leapers, Barbgaunts, and Hormagaunts right there, along with some Termagants. And then over here, we've got the Psychophage, the Screamer Killer, the Neuro Tyrant, and some more Termagants. And then also Justin has decided to put the one Ripper Swarm sitting on this objective, so the rest of his big scary monsters can come and attack me. So now we will roll to see who gets to go first. All right, sir. A 3, and I got a 4. So I get to go first. This is the end of my turn for turn 1. I advanced all my legionaries on this side up. I'm gonna try to, like I said, take that objective hopefully by next turn. These legionaries are still sitting in the back. Moved my obliterators. They've only got 4-inch movement, so not very far. Moved my Forge Fiend up, and then I managed to move and advance my Venom Crawler so that I am in this objective. So hopefully it stays in my control. And yeah, so now on to Justin's turn for turn 1. So this is the end of Justin's movement phase. Move some guys up, especially the Screamer Killer, and then also over here, a lot of Hormagaunts, and also the big scary Trigon and some Von Ryan's Leapers onto this objective, which means I do not have enough objective control with my Venom Crawler, so Justin controls that objective. All right, on to his shooting phase and then his charge. So Justin just used his Barb Gaunts and got 15 attacks on my Venom Crawler. So Venom Crawler is toughness 7. And
what does that mean? I'm hit B at ballistic is 4+.
Yep. So 4s hit, or well, yeah, 4s hit from your attacks. Now that we have the attacks sorted out, I'm a higher toughness than your strength, so you are going to be wounding on 5. So you're going to take all those and you're going to roll, and then on 5s you're going to do wounds. Looks like 2 wounds. Okay, so 2 wounds, saving on 3s. I pass them both. So now you're shooting with your Termagants, you're hitting on 4s. And then what's their strength?
5.
All right, strength 5 for the Termagants?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Wounding on 5 still, okay. Yeah. Ooh, 2 wounds. And I'm going to be saving on 3s again, because no AP. So I take 1 wound. Justin has decided to charge my Venom Crawler with all of these bugs, but luckily my Forge Fiend is right here, and I'm going to declare Overwatch on this Trigon right here. So the Forge Fiend gets D3 attacks for its ectoplasmic cannons. Not bad. Okay, hitting on 6s. No 6s. Alright, so it's on to you, sir, with all your melee. Ooh, that's a big old dice block. Hitting with those Termagants, or Hormagaunts, on 4s against the Venom Crawler. So now you're on your wound roll. And your toughness is what on the, or strength is what on those?
It's only 3, so I'd be hitting on 6.
You'd be wounding on 6s.
Okay, so 0.
But since you have your Hive Fleet adaptation, 4 of them still are going to go through, and I have to roll for those. Okay, so 4 wounds, AP -1, saving on 4s for the Venom Crawler. Ooh, only 1 failed save. So I'm down to 7 wounds. Justin just slapped my Venom Crawler with his Trigon and did 9 wounds. So before he goes, actually, let's roll to see if he explodes. Hey, explodes, and that does D3 mortal wounds. 3 wounds to everything in here. I believe that kills 1 Von Ryan Leaper, 3 of these Hormagaunts, and does 3 wounds to Mr. Trigon. This is the end, or the start, end of turn 1, start of turn 2. This is kind of what the battlefield looks like. Pretty much the same, except Mr. Venom Crawler did manage to blow up. So yeah, let's get into turn 2. Oh, and I forgot, while I was doing my thumbnail, I completely forgot I had this building moved, and I forgot to put it back. So that's why it's there. Oh yeah, and I'm sitting at 2 victory points, and Justin is sitting at 7 because he has this objective and his home objective, and I only have my home objective. Okay, so I managed to move these guys and advance them onto this objective, and I just kind of moved these legionaries up, and I pulled the Forge Fiend and the Obliterators back because I'm about to blast all of those Tyranids over there. My Forge Fiend is going to shoot at the Trigon, so D3 shots. Not the best, but I'm going to use Mark of Nurgle for my hit roll, and we're going to try and get some extra sustained hits out of that. So 5s and 6s cause extra hits, hitting on 3s. All right, so 2 extra hits, and then we're going to be wounding on 4s because it's strength 10, toughness 10. Oh, not bad. 3 wounds. It's going to be 3 wounds, saving on 6s.
So 3 tag. Okay. Oh.
Wow. So you only take 3 damage.
Okay, so
So I got to do my Dark Pact for my Forge Fiend. Okay, good. Good. It's a 6-up. So since I want that Trigon going, my Obliterators are now going to shoot at Mr. Trigon. So D3 shots. Oh, wow. Perfect roll with that. So that's 3 shots each. And then I'm going to be hitting on, I want to say 2s or 3s. I'll have to check. All right, let me check that. So I was right, and it's hitting on 3s, not 2s. So 5 hits, strength 12, so wounding on 3s. Not bad. 4 wounds, AP minus 3, saving on 6s.
1.
So that's 4 damage each.
He's dead.
Goodbye, Mr. Trigon. Okay, so that's the end of my turn 2. Did a bit of shooting, managed to kill the Trigon over there, and I also took a few pot shots and managed to kill 2 Termagants over here. But yeah, now it's on to Justin's turn. Okay, so that is the end of turn 2 because Justin cannot shoot anything or nothing's in range. And he was pretty smart about this. He pulled a lot of his guys back to just kind of sit and hold these objectives because I am behind by a few victory points. So I have to push him. So smart, Justin, smart. But yeah, so now on to turn 3. I got 2 5s, so 7 more. So 7, 8, 9 victory points, and then Justin, you got another 7. So I'm at 9 victory points. Justin is at 14. Okay, so the Trigon had 14 wounds, so I only did 3, but that still brings me up to 12 victory points.
So we each have 4 command points now, right?
I'm at 3 and you're at 4 because I used 1 for Overwatch.
That's right.
But yeah, so now on to turn 3. That is going to be the end of my movement phase. Moved my Forge Fiend up. Gonna try and get on this objective, contest it a little bit. Move the Obliterators up. Definitely gonna take a shot at that Screamer Killer. I moved these guys up. And I also started doing one of my secondaries, which is Cleanse. So it's the start of my shooting phase, and I'm going to shoot with my Obliterators at this Screamer Killer. So D3 shots. Definitely going to end up using the Mark of Nurgle. So that brings me up to 6. And then 5s and 6s cause extra hits. This is the Focused Malice shot. So I get 1 extra hit. And then it's strength 12, so I'm going to be wounding on 3s because it's a toughness 9 Screamer Killer. All right, so wounding on 3s, so 2 wounds. AP minus 3, sir.
So saves on 5. Shit.
Oof. So that's 4 wounds each.
So, shit.
Ah, but wait. So it's 4 wounds each, so that's 8. But since you're next to the psychophage, you get the 6 up, feel no pain. So now you can take 8 dice, and for each roll of a 6, you don't take a wound for 1 damage.
0. That's great.
So you take 8 wounds.
So he's down to 2 now.
Okay.
What's that?
No, Mr. Crab.
Really?
So I'm going for a Hail Mary right now. This unit has a plasma gun. I'm going to supercharge it, and if I can manage to get it through on this Screamer Killer, then it would kill him. So let's see. Hitting on 3s. If I roll a 1, then he dies. I didn't get a 1, but I got a 2, so it did not go through. Actually, you know what? We're going to spend a command point. Try and re-roll that. Okay, nice. So, it managed to go through. And now, so it hits, and then I'd be wounding on 5s, because it's strength 8, toughness 9. No.
Does he die?
No, he doesn't die, but I don't do anything. And that is going to be the end of my turn 3. So I managed to, do a little bit of damage to his Screamer Killer. Tried to finish him off with these Legionaries, and it just did not work out. But now it's on to Justin's turn. So Justin's Screamer Killer is about to absolutely destroy my Legionaries. So 10 attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
Ooh, not bad.
So 8.
Yeah, and now you're gonna do your wound roll. So mine are toughness 4. So
this is toughness 9.
So you're wounding on 2s. Oh yeah, they're probably
5.
gonna die.
And then this has AP minus 2.
Saving on 5s. Oh my god.
So 3.
So 2 die. Or 3 die.
These do 3
2
damage.
survive.
3 damage each.
Yep, but since damage doesn't carry over.
Isn't there a thing called like allocating wounds or whatever?
That's only for mortal wounds,
Okay.
but since these are regular wounds, it's just to each model in the unit. So 3 of them take 3 wounds technically, and they die. But yeah, you're thinking of mortal wounds. That is going to be the end of turn 3 and the start of turn 4. So Justin shot at my Forge Fiend with his Barb Gaunt, so that's -2 to move, advance, and charge. My Obliterators are in melee combat with these Neurogaunts. Same goes for these Legionaries. I finished cleansing this objective, so I can take this dice off of there. And now Justin and I are actually tied 21 to 21 victory points, so I've actually managed to catch up. So Justin's got to start making some plays here if he doesn't want to get overtaken. And that is the end of my movement for turn 4. So I managed to move my Forge Fiend up, get him on that objective. So that's actually contested now because he's only got 2 Von Ryan's Leapers on that objective, and they only have 1 OC each. And I actually hold this now because my Forge Fiend has 3 OC. My Obliterators are locked in combat with these little guys. And my guys on that objective are still sitting there. Same with these ones. So yeah, it all kind of comes down to this objective. So yeah, let's see what happens with my shooting and melee and stuff. My shooting phase didn't really go the best. My Forge Fiend managed to kill 2 of his guys. And now I'm going to try and melee these Neurogaunts with my Obliterators. So, Crushing Fists, hitting on 3s. Not bad. And going to be wounding on 2s. Oh, wait, yeah, actually, 6 of them. You're going to be saving on 6s. so that's
6 die.
6 die, yeah. No, not the little babies. All right, so that's going to be the end of my turn 4. On to Justin's turn. Let's see what he's going to do. This is the start of turn 5. Justin, nothing really happened on Justin's turn. He just managed to finish off these guys with his Screamer Killer, my Legionaries. But now we are tied 28 to 28. So something crazy is going to have to happen this turn because we are on track to get tied. And it looks like Justin is making a mad dash for this objective and my guys that are on it. The Forge Fiend is going to have to try and come in clutch here with some big plays and try and take out this Screamer Killer so I can get another secondary objective with Bring It Down, and maybe that'll put me ahead. Okay, so here we go. D3 shots. Okay, not too bad. That's 6 shots. We're going to do Mark of Nurgle. So 5s and 6s are going to cause extra hits. Please.
2.
All right, so 2 extra hits. So that's still 6 shots. Strength 10, toughness 10 with the Screamer Killer. So wounding on 4s. Oh, so 4 wounds. AP -3, sir.
Oh shit, is that saving on like... My save is 2, so is that I gotta get a 5?
5s and 6s. Oh, come on. No. That's 6 wounds. I don't think that's enough to kill him. Oh, wait.
Yes, it is,
he was
'cause
down to
he's
2. I forgot. He's down to 2 wounds. Let's go. That gets me an extra 3 victory points, and I am now up to 31 and slightly in the lead. But now I'm going to try and charge and kill as many of these bugs as possible and maybe see if we can get more objective control. So I'm going to use my Dark Apostles Malign Sacrifice. Sacrifice this cultist. I get to roll a d6, and on a 2 to 5, he suffers 1 extra mortal wound. All right, so that's 1 more of your Hormagaunts gone. Now on to the melee. So that's 5 chain swords. 5 chain swords against the rest of those Hormagaunts. Mark of Slanesh, 5s and 6s cause extra hits. Gotta count these up. So I got a bunch of chain blades now. Rolling to wound. Gonna be wounding on what's their
This
toughness?
is the
Hormagaunts. Should be 3.
3.
Yeah. So wounding on 3s. So you gotta roll that whole big chunk of dice and save on like 6s. Yeah, I mean, under normal circumstances, that would have been a really good save, but they're Hormagaunts, so I believe that wipes out the rest of the unit. My Dark Pact with Slanesh paid off, but now I gotta see if I fail my Dark Pact test. Uh-oh, was that a
5?
Yeah, 5. Okay, so I do pass it. So that is the end of my turn 5. I mean, I managed to get the Screamer Killer off the board, but there's still this big horde coming for this objective over here. And down at this objective, I'm sitting at OC 16, and Justin's sitting at OC 22, objective control 22. So he's still got more objective control than me, but yeah. And I'm still in the lead at 31 victory points though. Also, everyone, Justin's Termagants were sitting on this objective, the whole squad. I just wanted to show that they could fit under there. The only reason they weren't under there last turn was because it was just really difficult to get them all under there. but as you can see, they do fit. So just before anyone in the comments is like, actually they weren't on the point, they were. It was just difficult to get them all kind of under this ledge right here. So Justin has decided to try and make one final kind of push for this objective. He's got 10 termagants that are about to just laser my guys. So let's see.
What was that?
You got the flesh borer.
So 4 hit. And then these have a strength of 5.
Toughness 4.
So is that wounding on
3s? Yep.
I didn't get any 6s, did I?
I don't think so.
Wounding on 3, so 2. 2 damage.
Well, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, sorry.
So saving on 3s. So 1 save. 1 actually died because I used a sacrificial dagger last.
Do they have 2 wounds?
Turn. They have 2 wounds each. Yeah. So
that hits automatically.
Yep. So Justin is using his Neurotyrant's Psychic Scream.
Strength 5.
On my Master of Possession. So it's Psychic, so it should just be able to automatically, I believe, automatically hit. If not, then oh well. So he just got 11 with his D6, right?
2d6.
2d6. Okay.
Attacks, yeah.
So now you're just doing your wound roll. So your strength 5 on toughness 4, you're wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Sheesh.
So is that 6?
Yes.
6 attack, and then he has 8.
So that's 6 wounds. That's just 6 wounds. AP -1 on yours.
Okay. Yeah, AP -1.
All right, I gotta check my dude's save real quick. 6 wounds, saving on 4s.
No way.
Oh my god, he only takes 1 wound. So he's down to 3 wounds. Hold the line.
Okay, I'm gonna attack with him now.
No! All right. So Justin just got 7 attacks with the lashing tendrils on the psychophage.
3s. So 5.
And now, what's the strength?
6. 8. 6.
All right, so you're gonna be wounding on 3s.
These ones.
Yeah, I got that on camera. So you ain't
2.
re-rolling that. Yeah.
Then AP -1.
So 2 wounds. AP minus what?
1.
All right, saving on 4s.
So save 1.
Yeah, so 1 takes 1 more mortal wound, or not mortal wound, but just 1 takes 1 wound.
Ooh. That's it for these guys, I think.
So it all comes down to this: 22 objective control with Justin and 16 objective control with my guys. Yeah, this is kind of basically deciding the fate of the game. So let's see what happens.
Wounding on 4s. Or not wounding, sorry.
So these are your Termagants, right?
Yes.
And not your Von Ryans.
Yes.
All right.
So,
if they're strength 3, then they're going to be wounding on 5s.
1.
Okay, so how many wounds was that?
Oh, 1.
Just 1 wound? All right, saving on 3s. AP?
0.
Okay,
nothing.
so he saves it. All right, now the Von Ryan's Leapers. So it's what, 12 attacks? Something like that?
Wait, what is that pouncing leap?
It just means that, like, so a heroic intervention is if someone tries to charge one of your units, you can intervene. But so it doesn't really apply to this.
And then the 6 vault, that doesn't matter now. You on 3s, did I say?
Yeah.
Three, 6, 8. So, and then strength 5, what are they?
Toughness 4.
So is that
Wounding on
3s?
3s, yep.
Wounding on 3s, I said?
Yep,
So
so
6.
6.
AP -1.
AP -1. All right, saving on 4s. Oof.
2. That does 1 damage each, so 4 damage.
1 damage each. Okay, so 2 die.
And then that's it.
All right, now I get to fight back. 3 chain swords, 4 attacks each. Ooh, hitting on 3s, those didn't hit. Wounding on, I believe 3s. Strength 4, yeah, toughness 3, Termagants. All right, so that's 2, 4, so 6 wounds, sir.
This is save on.
Saving on AP -1. So what's your normal save?
Fuck.
6s? Yeah.
Damn. Is that?
I think that's 6 die.
Yes.
The Dark Apostle gets 5 attacks, strength 6, AP -1. Yeah, I don't think the 2s hit. So just the 1-6, sir. Oh wait, I gotta make a wound roll for that. And it wounds.
Who are you attacking though?
Just the little Termagants.
Okay, so
It's just only one
save
more
on
dies.
6.
Yeah. All right, so 1 more dies, and that
Is that it?
is going to be the end of turn 5
You know what?
and the end of the
I'm
game.
gonna use my 1 command point
Oh,
for the reroll.
okay. Yeah, go for it.
Let's see.
I guess 6.
Oh my god. Same thing.
All right, so that is going to be the end of the game. I came out on top with 43 victory points versus Justin's 30 victory points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is kind of what the board looks like at the end of that. This Ripper Swarm was still just back here this whole time, just sitting on that objective. Almost managed to get this objective away from me and would have gotten some extra victory points for killing this guy. But yeah, very close game. It really, up until maybe like halfway through turn 4, I thought I was going to lose. But yeah, so now it's time to get into the after action report. So that's the end of the game. I ended up coming out on top just in terms of victory points, but I'm going to be completely honest, until maybe like turn 4 or 5, I was like, I'm probably going to end up losing this game because, I mean, Justin managed to get that just kind of lead early on in terms of victory points. Justin, I mean, this is basically your first time playing like Warhammer. What'd you think of it?
It was a fun game. It was very close. I have a lot to learn still.
Was there any kind of moments or like any models or anything that you feel like that you really just were either like really like, I wish I would have did this, or I wish I would have done that, or something like that?
Well, I missed it. You said turn 4, I believe, that I didn't move, or 3 maybe, that I did not move anybody. And that was a problem. I should have rushed them up to your objective.
Any models that you were like, this is my MVP kind of guy?
The Trigon was working pretty well until you killed it. I'll start.
I thought your Screamer Killer also did
Yes.
pretty good. Managed to kind of bog down some units and really put pressure. Same thing with those Neurogaunts. Those Neurogaunts able to just kind of sit on my Obliterators and just be a total nuisance.
Yes.
Somehow managed to do you on one of your save rolls. You rolled like 2 6s. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and share the video if you enjoyed. This has been Tabletop Casuals. My name's Steven. This is Justin. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.